What I would like to talk about is the deeper esoteric information behind the 7 movements of the Sabahut. Apparently, the 7 movements of the Sabahut represents a alchemical equation. And the alchemical equation jointly forms an interconnected, unified field of communication with the realms around us. Each of the movements, when they're done very deliberately, but each of those movements has a very specific meaning. And when the meanings are all put together, this unified field of communication forms. That is, in a nutshell, the purpose of Sabahut. The purified body that the name implies. We have said how Sa is the Holy One, Ba is the body, and Hut is that which has been purified. The body pertains to more than your physical body. The body pertains to a dense white field that permeates everything, including your physical body. In our principles of Godhood, we encountered this impermeable white light around beings that have evolved to their fullest extent, meaning that they use all of their DNA. And it speaks of how you are in a complete safe space wherever you go, that you are at home wherever you go, and that in addition to that, you are in your holy temple wherever you go. They also speak about those principles, this sphere of white light that you become as being a vehicle with which you can travel through realms. We will understand this better as we summarize some of what we have been speaking of. Let's now start with a little slightly different topic leading to the same conclusion. We have many light workers that have quite sharp pains somewhere in their torso area and mostly in the spine. And we've begun to understand what this implies. So part of it came from a vision that one of you had earlier this week, where you saw these rings emitting codes and spinning individually, but like a cylinder of rings. And the comment was that this also is our body. In the vision, the cylinder became rings that run through the body. When we are looking at the 7 fields of existence, these fields are communication fields in which you affect your journey through eternity, and it gives you information in return. So if we are able to understand through direct communication beyond empathy and telepathy the hidden realms, wouldn't that be a lot easier for us to feel at one with the hidden realms? If we were that way with the earth, it would make us live more consciously. And we would, at the end of the day, not be in a position where we trash our own planet when we have nowhere else to go. So the 7 fields represent 7 kingdoms, and those kingdoms are shamanism, which is the field of shamanism, is in fact through our root. It's the root chakra's field. And its purpose is to create a field of mutual receptivity and proactivity in the form of communication with the natural world. Man has for too long felt as though there is himself and then there's nature. If we are not part of nature, and in each our reality is determined by who we are, so we can therefore say that the nature around us is determined by the nature within. And there is prophecies that says that one day the lion and the lamb will lie by each other's side. This will only take place when there is harmlessness within. So the root chakra and the very lower end of the spine, that throughout the body, that is the field.